Hey, this is Melody from Melody's Makings, and I am going to show you how to make a gorgeous and easy knit flower. So we're going to start by casting on 50 stitches onto our knitting needles. Next, purl all of the stitches in the first row. Next, you're going to repeat the sequence across your project. So start off by knitting your first stitch and then placing back onto your left hand needle. Then we're going to take each of these stitches, each of the next 9 stitches, up and over the stitch that we just knit. Just drop it right off of your needles. When you've dropped all 9 of those stitches off of your needles, you can see you'll have a little scallop shape going. At this point, you're going to knit this stitch again, but don't drop it off of your needles. Stop here mid-knit. Go ahead and do a yarn over and knit it one more time. So I just wrapped my yarn around, and now I'm reinserting my needle through that knit stitch again and knitting it. So there, where I used to only have 1 stitch, I now have 3 stitches. Repeat that process across all of your stitches on your needles until you have made it to the end and worked all of your stitches. When you've completed that row, your project should look something like this, and you're ready to go ahead and turn your work and knit all of the stitches in row 3. So we're just going to knit across all of these stitches from row 2. When you've completed knitting that row, go ahead and cut your working yarn. Leave a 7 to 10 inch yarn tail so you have plenty of space. And put your working yarn onto your yarn or tapestry needle. Then turn your work as if you were going to be knitting another row. And slip each stitch off of your left hand needle and onto your yarn needle as if to purl. So you just insert your yarn needle as if you were purling a stitch and slip each stitch off all the way across the row. When you've placed all of your stitches onto your yarn needle, simply pull your yarn needle through those stitches in order to cinch the center of your project. So just give it a nice tight pull. And then you can even bring it over here to the beginning part of your project where you've got your first stitches and insert it through those first couple of stitches to really create that circular shape and cinch the center up into a circle. And then you just bring your yarn needle back to the back side, and you would use that to sew these 2 ends together so you have a beautiful little flower.